Hello friends and welcome back to Create and Conquer. So what do we have in store for today's episode? Well, obviously the title's going to tell you, isn't it? We are going back on into our Piglin area and we're going to do a bit of an automatic storage for the items that are coming off of the Piglins. So let's get ourselves in there. And as you can see, our piglins are still pretty much hard at work. They do have a lot of items, friends. A heck of a lot of items. Now, I don't want to put all of these into storage. So things like the iron, they can just go. I can do like a lava area or a lava pit for them to just get destroyed into. I'm not going to need all these potions of fire resistance, but I do want some. So this can be pretty tricky. Nether bricks. Soul sand I probably want to keep. Obsidian I want to keep. Gravel. Maybe. Because we're not actually collecting gravel. We're grinding cobble down into the gravel. I don't know what that shoal dust does. So yeah. It's going to be pretty tough to decipher what we're going to keep for storage and what we're not. So we're going to do this using, let's have a little look under here. We're going to do this using a belt going under these chests. Now to take them out, we are going to need a couple of, I think is it funnels? Yeah, we're going to need a couple of these, not necessarily brass funnels, but we are going to need a couple of funnels. And those are made with electron tubes, and I literally have 2 of them left. Brass ingots we've got, and dried kelp we've got. So I'm going to head on off, and I'm going to get them done. I'm just having a quick look just to make sure I haven't got any. Alright, so let me head back. And I'm going to come back with those brass funnels. Oh, andesite funnels. Either or, guys. Either or. Let me go and get them sorted out. Now that I've got my brass funnels, so they're going to come along here. I do want it coming up onto the belt and behind storage that I'm going to have coming along this area here. So if I can take a little look, it looks pretty much lined up. Let me see what we have. I've decided to use the dark oak drawers in here. Now, if you've got any suggestions about what you want this area to look like, do let me know. Let me have a little look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 there, 8. I don't know if we're going to be using all of them, but I'm just laying them down for the time being. Don't forget, people, we do have quartz in there, so we can also use quartz blocks. So light, dark, blackstone, not blackstone. Just let me know what you think in the comments. So what we're going to do here, we first of all need a power source. Now, I'm going to make a mess, people, because that's just what I do. It's just the way we roll around here. I kind of wanted some of the netherrack because we need to fill this mess in. So it's going to be a lot bigger probably than what we need, but I want to take some of this, and that will help us out and stop us standing on whatever that is, the magma blocks. Sorry guys, told you, words are hard, especially when you're trying to focus and concentrate on thinking of things to say as well. So let's get these down here, and our power is going to be using lava. So let me have a little look what we're going to do here. Right, we do need to come down one more. I'm going to get netherrack just to fill in the gaps. I'm going to get rid of all of them magma blocks. And we're just going to make a little bit more room. And my mouse obviously wants to be silly and not move where I want it to. Right, so you can come out. You can go in there and fill that gap. We are going to need to go down one more. And I do want it hid in the back somewhere. I've got plenty of shafts. And the likes. Let's fill this in a little bit more. And we are going to have to go down one. Let's get rid of all this. Hopefully we don't get lava coming in straight onto our heads, because that would not be big or clever. Now I'm thinking for the next episode we get some netherite and we do a bit of netherite mining. Let's just set this away. And then we can upgrade all of our armour and stuff. This is in preparation for attempting the dragon. Guys, I might not actually do the dragon. But we'll give it a go. And if it fails, then it fails. There's not a lot else I can do, because it is going to be a modded dragon fight. And I'm not sure whether we can take the dragon out. So we're going to have to get some pretty decent tools to get the dragon gone, sort of thing. It's not a big deal to kill the dragon. We don't need it for what I am doing, but it would be nice to do so, because I would like endstone and other stuff. Right, I'm going to get this finished and get further down. In fact, I can probably do it with you there. It's not going to take 2 minutes. Right, so we've done that. We're down there. I'm going to take out my water wheel. Yes, people, water wheel. I'm also going to take out my lava. Now, if I put my water wheel down in there and put the lava on there. Right, so we now have a magma wheel. This is our power. And then what we can do is bring out our gearboxes. Now we're going to have to change some of them over to do the verticals. Because we're going to need them more. We're going to put it onto there. We're going to get our shafts. I don't need that other lava bucket just yet. Let's take our shafts. Let's take our belt. Let's move our bow and make a bit of space. So this is going to come in from here, I think. That way. We are going to need to put this up there and quickly change it so it's not all pouring out. Right, it is still up and in there. We're also going to need another one in that one. I need to get in. So I'm just going to move this. I don't want to dig out underneath the piglins, because that just would not be big or clever, people. So that is going to come through here. Are our chests in the right place? Yeah. And we're going to do this belt going all the way over to about there. We can put our belt on. No, it's going to have to go up. Right, this is going to be awkward. Right, so we're going to need that to there. That one to there. I'm a beginner, people, so bear with me. So that to there, And then we want to go up one. So if I can just take a piece of that. So it's going to go from there and it's going to go up onto here, hopefully. Like that. Yes. And then... No, it was right first time, wasn't it? Because the belt will go along there, from there, over to there. Right, that's it. That's it. Told you people, I'm a newbie. Just, dude, just give me the lot. Right, let's get the belts on there. We're going to need some more of these funnels as well to put the items in the actual box. Hello, belt. Do you not want to go on, belt? Thank you. Right, so that's across there. We're going to have our funnels on the back of here. And it's basically just going to put our stuff in there. And now we're going to need power going to it. But I kind of don't want the power to go to it yet until I've made some more of these funnels. I can come along onto this side. I'm trying to think of where I want the power to go in to move it. I'm probably looking at there. Then we can get our power from here to come out. I might need a... Sorry guys, I might need a speed controller. Couldn't think of the words. To get that up. Let's take that back a little bit. Can I get that to go the other way? Yes, I can. Right, so that'll be better. And then we can come across here. Like so. We can go in through that area and probably come out here. Get rid of that. So let's just block that off a little bit so we know exactly where we are going. So it's going to come along, it's going to come out of here, which we can do quite easily. Then we're going to put a normal gearbox down that way and up this away to there. It is going the wrong way, because why wouldn't it? I'm going to get rid of that one and put another gearbox in. Now that is going the right way. Yeah, it is a little bit slow. But what would happen now is that I'd take the stuff out. I'm going to sort out what we need and what we don't need. And I'm going to come back because I need to do 8 funnels to go onto there. See, that can just get patched up, and so can this area here. But we do need ideas to decorate. I mean, I'm going to decorate up a little bit, but just a little bit, just to make it look clean before I get your suggestions in the comments. And I wouldn't really call it decorating. Right, let me go and sort these out. So, if you're unaware of how to make the electron tubes for the funnels, I'm going to show you people. Get some sand and get some paper, and that will give you sandpaper. I'm going to do 2 of these. And then you want to put your sandpaper in one hand, you want some rose quartz in the other, and you basically just want to right click. And that will give you your polished rose quartz. We'll do that one also. And there is your polished rose quartz right there. And if I head on to here, get myself some kelp, go on to here, hit up on my funnel, we are going to need brass ingots as well, which I do have. What am I missing, people? The electron tube. Iron sheets and polished rose quartz. Now I should have iron sheets in here. I'm just going to put them back onto there. So let's make this up. I'm going to do 4. And then we'll go onto here. And that will give us 8 of the brass funnels. Done. Done. Now back in here and over to our chests. I do now have a speed controller. I made 3. Precision mechanism and a brass casing, I do believe. And we're going to need our large cogwheel, which will be that one right there. And what I'm going to do here is take off that one. And we're just going to take all these off because we will have to redo it up to a point. This is just to speed it up a little bit and nothing more. Right, so if you put your cogwheel onto there. And then you put your speed controller underneath. You are going to need a gearbox, and this one I want as a normal gearbox, so we're going to do that. We're going to stick the normal gearbox onto here, and then we're going to come back out with our shafts. You know what, I keep taking things out of my hotbar that I really don't need to. Then this is going to come along. We're going to dig this little area out. And we do want it to connect back up with this one. See, I'm standing back a little bit because it does mine the netherrack quite quickly. So what we're going to do is take that all the way across here to there. Vertical and vertical, and that should take that along there. Is that now going the right way or the wrong way? That is going the wrong way. Of course it's going the wrong way, people. Of course it is. Right, can I now take that one out and put that one in, and that should be going the right way? Yes, it is. Right, so let's get this sped up. 36. Right. That's going a little bit faster. Can we speed it up a little bit more? I don't want to do it too fast. 42. Right, that looks pretty good to me. Now let's get the brass funnels on. So that is all 8 of the brass funnels. And what else I'm going to do is put another chest on the end here. A double. What? Dude! Bro! Get out of it. Yous can go mad. Yous can go mad. You'll not get me from there. Look at him looking, guys. You know they want to get me. Right, so now I'm going to put this one on here as a double chest. I have done some andesite funnels. And that is, can I think without going on it? A piece of kelp and a piece of andesite alloy. That will make your andesite funnels. And I'm just going to do that onto there, going in. And that is going to put like my bigger items. So, chest there. And I'm not sure whether this is going to work. It's definitely not going to work with lava there, people. So let's not just have lava there. I want a funnel going down from there to down. And I'm hoping that will take it into them chests. Could be a good thing, could be a not so good thing. Let's just set that coal block out, because I don't want to be using coal blocks. That could be an issue. Mind you, no, I've got lava spread turned off. Let's come across to this little bit here, because I'm going to have to access that. Have I got any more of them? Yes, I have. Do you know what, friends? No, let me get rid of this. Yeah, just let me get rid of that one. Because we're not going to do another chest, because I don't need that many of the things. I would have had to put another andesite funnel on and make it go further down. Right, so we're just going to do that. We are going to cut that one out. Told you, it just mines it too quick. We will be putting our lava into here, which will be this bucket here. Don't think we're going to need any of that, so let's put our lava into there. Let's just block that off a little bit so they don't fly out everywhere, and we should be pretty much good to go right here. Let's just block this little area off. Let's just do that. Let's do this. Just to make it look not so unfinished, if you like. I can't reach up there. Now I can. But I want your ideas for decorating it, because I think it is good for you to play along with me. And I think it'll probably be fun. Right, so we have these here. What do we want in them? Let me see. We've got spaces for 8. So I want the crying obsidian. We want the black stone. That is 2. What else? We want the soul sand. We want the ender pearls. So that is 4. Let's go and get these in. So black stone, crying obsidian, soul sand, ender pearls. I am also going to want the nether bricks, the quartz, the gravel, the arrows. See, we've also got leather. And then I think with the rest of it, the string, I can do a spider farm. See, I can do a skeleton farm for my arrows. The other chest, this chest, will be giving us other stuff. Now, I can do extra storage along here for all the odds and sods that I want to collect. But all the automated is going to go in there. That'll mean I don't have to kill my cows off, peeps. And we can just leave them grazing. Right, so for the final touch on this, I am going to get myself back into here and try and reach this with my tool. So that'll be coming down, that'll be coming down. See, they will be going into there. See, and with this, see, we pretty much have a load. Why are the iron fingers coming out? So that is definitely working. A lot of this I just do not need. See, I can keep the stuff that I'm going to keep. We need one for obsidian. Glass. Hello. Do we need the crying obsidian? Really? Because I can swap that out for obsidian. Because I'd rather keep that. We'll have a couple of stacks of crying obsidian just in case. Take the netherrack out. And I don't have to keep this running. And we can pretty much do a little area here. Let me fill the rest of the space up now, I think. Because I think we have more than enough for what I want. So we have the soul speed book. Soul speed 2 can go away. Soul speed 3, probably gonna only need 1. I'm gonna let that stay just like that, and then it should bypass that and go straight into the lava. Have you got no gold, dude? See, we need to access the back end of here. And then I have to just flick the switch. And then we'll just have a little look at how it's going. Now, this video is going to be shorter than normal, guys. And I do apologise for that. But this is all I want to get done today. So the leather is going to go into there, which is where the leather's at. These are going to go either in the bin or into this chest if there's room. And if there's no room, it's not going to go in there, people. And we are pretty much done with our auto storage. So I think that looks pretty cool. But I want your suggestions on how to decorate it. Don't forget, we do have nether quartz. And we also have... Ah, dang it, we don't have a chest. But we do have my chisel mods as well. So that'll give us extra variance. Now, everything we don't want is going into the lava, which is absolutely awesome stuff. And that is my automatic storage for my piglin farm, guys. Looks pretty good to me, but can you make it look better? That is the question. So, friends, that is all I have time for today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you have learned a thing or two, just as much as I have. Get your decorating ideas on. Sorry guys, words. And let me know what you want to see this little area looking like in the comments down below. As always, take good care and thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.